rehabilitation of the Charles River Speedway is a testament to the power and perseverance of the neighborhood, preservation community, and local and state officials coming together to reposition and save a resource that was at risk of slipping away. Built in 1899 as the headquarters for a mile-long racetrack along the Charles River, the Speedway complex is a fascinating mix of building types across a 2-acre campus in Boston's Brighton neighborhood. Designed by William D. Austin in the shingle style with colonial revival influences, the architecture here mimics the styles often found in luxurious seaside escapes like Newport, Rhode Island. Here, it reinforces the premise that outdoor recreation and the enjoyment of leisure time is meant for all. Over time, increased popularity of automobiles affected the complex in various ways, and the racetrack was raised in the mid-20th century to make way for Soldiers Field Road. The Speedway headquarters buildings were used for different purposes until the 1990s, slowly falling into disuse. As part of the Department of Conservation and Recreation's Historic Curatorship program, the redevelopment of the Speedway was made possible through a public and private partnership between DCR and the nonprofit Architectural Heritage Foundation. But the successful redevelopment of the Speedway was not accomplished by AHF and DCR alone. This took a lot of time and perseverance. In 2002, the Speedway was nominated as a Boston landmark. A few years later was National Register listing, and in 2010, Preservation Massachusetts added the complex to its Most Endangered Historic Resources list. The increased attention led to DCR, the Boston Preservation Alliance, Historic Boston, and the Brighton-Allston Historical Association to organize a public charrette the following year, generating ideas and community feedback about the site's future. State Representative Michael Moran's office continued to advocate for the rehabilitation of the site as a resource for the community. In 2014, DCR named AHF as the curator partner for the project. After years of work, and despite a fire and global pandemic, the Charles River Speedway has opened their doors to the public, and the results have exceeded all expectations of what this complicated site could become. Now anchored by Notch Brewing's beer garden and tap room and a host of incredibly creative and talented vendors and retailers, the Speedway welcomes all to eat, drink, shop, and connect with neighbors every day. It is a place that invites you to practice yoga in the courtyard, buy local art, catch a concert, grab a beer after work, and more, all in the midst of a redeveloped historic complex that was once home to park administration offices, horse stables, and a police station.
Okay, AHF and DCR are thrilled to accept the 2022 Robert H. Kuehn Award for the Preservation and Revitalization of the Charles River Speedway. The project is a result of DCR's Historic Curatorship program, which produced a partnership between AHF and DCR and the Commonwealth, for which we are immensely grateful. And we are both likewise grateful to Bob Kuehn's legacy in historic preservation and very creative adaptive reuse projects. Bob continues to inspire all of us in the work we do. A huge thank you to our incredibly talented project team who helped us get to this point, even through a global pandemic, and for the decades-long advocacy and perseverance of the historic preservation community who helped save a historic resource that was at risk of slipping away. Take a look. This is historic preservation in action. Come see us at the Speedway.
The Speedway's historic buildings and central courtyard have been transformed into a space for community and a source of year-round activities that connects people to preservation in a truly impactful way. Preservation Massachusetts is extremely honored to recognize the Charles River Speedway with a 2022 Robert H. Kuehn Jr. Award.